Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as usual, before I begin with this lesson, I'm going to start it off by giving all the glory and infinite praise to the true and only living powers, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Rakah Kadash, double honor to the elders and the apostles of that millstone. Peace and blessings be to the Akim now pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom and Yahweh Shema Shah Barakathon. I ain't came up with a title for this lesson yet. I don't emphasize on, getting into it something heavy. But I got this video pulled up that I'm going to get into here in just a second. And as y'all see in the title, it say 850 plus murdered, vast majority women, raped and tortured 450 plus suspects, assault by FBI. And these is lessons that I usually don't even like to do, just for the simple fact that, Jake be watching shit, for their own entertainment and folly. But if this ain't a wake-up call for you women, then I don't know what will be. And as a matter of fact, that's probably what I'm gonna, title this lesson. If this ain't a wake-up call for you women, then I don't know what will be. Because this shit really is just the tip of the iceberg compared to, what's really getting ready to happen to y'all, man. And when brothers, push out lessons like this, it's not to talk shit, downgrade the women. It's not to do none of that. We simply just giving you the warning from Yahweh Shema Shah because you have been misled, by this goddamn so-called white man into thinking that you don't need a man. Speak what's on your mind, do what you want. That quench your thirst ass spirit. He's did a number, on you women, especially our women. That's really all that matter. All that matter, for the women of the other nations, do what the fuck you do. But for you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American women, you better get your shit together. Because the times that we coming into, these times are waxing worse and worse. I've been seeing all type of casualties when it come to dealing with women. You have a woman, she'll go off, go left on a man, commit adultery, and next thing you know, bro be coming in there with a butcher knife, stabbing them up and shit. I've been seeing all type of videos, that's showing that type of judgment. And like I said, this shit is just the tip of the iceberg. All right, and God knows, God knows it's a lot more than 850. These are just the remains and shit that they coming across. It's way more women that's coming up missing. That's being unalived and shit. Not just by truckers, but by just random people and shit. Like I know back where I'm from, I ain't been there in a little minute. So my mother, she been keeping me updated on everything that's been going on, and that's how you know that the times that we in, man, this shit is starting to get worse. These people got demons on them because it's so much to the point where shit. My little sister tell me she walking, and niggas would literally be following her and shit. She have to tell them niggas to back the fuck up. All right, and now all right to Zai, the Lord keeps my sister protected. All right, but for you women that don't think that you don't need a man, you gonna soon realize that you gonna need one in these times that we coming into, because society ain't gonna be intact like how it is now. All that 911 shit, that shit is gonna stop. All right, that shit gonna stop. Then what you gonna do? You ain't gonna be able to call Esau to come and back you up. All right, what you gonna do? You gonna get your grandpa, your pops, your brother, your cousins and shit. Whenever your dude beating on you, and you ain't gonna be able to call 911. It's gonna be a straight shootout. It's gonna be a war zone. So even that itself, that's gonna cause a whole lot of chaos, man. All right, but I want to grab this first scripture real quick. Salakia, let me turn on the light. But let's go to the book of Micah 7, in verse 10. Salakia, let me get there. Alright, so this is the book of Micah 7 and verse 10. And it say, Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Alright. And if people think that 850 plus murdered women is something, it's something to be astonished about, wait till you see what Yahweh Shema Shah is getting ready to do to these women whenever the lights go out. There's no more, networking and, internet. There's no more none of that. All right, wait till you see what the Most High do to these women. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna have nobody to assist to your aid. You know what I mean? Just like when you read in the book of Second Kings, the 6th chapter. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was the king of Samaria. He had basically told Eve, cause Eve went up to him trying to get help and shit. And the king was like, back your ass up. Like, shit, if the Most High ain't gonna help you, what make you think I'm finna help you? And that's the spirit that a lot of people are gonna have on them out here. You know what I mean? Because you got, Captain Saberhose and all that type of shit. But whenever people start to, realize and sense the severity of danger that's gonna be out here, because it's gonna be dangerous, man. Like in Jeremiah the 6th chapter, say it's gonna be evil on every side. You know what I'm saying? The sword is gonna be on every side, no matter where you go. It's gonna be judgment, man. All right, and you women, you gonna be, and I know I'm renting a lot, Salakia, but you women, you gonna be trying to go and get help from these men out here and shit, and they not gonna be having it. You know what I'm saying? These men is gonna have cold ass spirits in them. They gonna go back to that barbaric ass spirit, uncivilized in a motherfucker, man. All right, not to mention that these dudes in the prison, they gonna be let out. All you women that got your baby daddy locked up unjustly and shit. Wait till he get out and he know that he ain't no going back to jail. I can do what I want. Wait till he know that. All right, that's why. We're gonna read it over again. Back in Micah 7 and 10, and to say, Then she that is mine enemy shall see it. And what is she gonna see? All right, first and foremost, she gonna see that the brothers that was out there on the highways and the hedges teaching, them was the Most High's man. Because one thing about it is, these women they look at brothers like brothers ain't shit. All right, but that shit is gonna all change. That shit gonna be a full 360 turnaround. All right, that's how that Micah Salaki, that Isaiah 4:1 gonna come into play. It say, And shame shall cover her which said unto me, Where is the Lord thy power? Mine eyes shall behold, and now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. Basically, she gonna get her ass stepped all over, man. She gonna get judged. All right, you women that like like the Elder Malcolm would like to say, you women that be jumping on the cock carousel and shit, you wanna go and pop pussy. Hey, you gonna be able to do plenty of that going into that time, but you not gonna be enjoying it. It's gonna be against your will, and you not gonna be pleased by it. The Most High is cold, man. And one thing about it too is that it's gonna be war over here on American soil. All right, and spoils of war is what? Women come with that. So when these UN troops is over here doing what they getting ready to do and shit, you best believe that they gonna take advantage of you women. And I'm gonna grab it here and just, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it real quick before I let this video play out. This is the book of Zechariah 14 and 2. Or as a matter of fact, I got to start at 1 and say, Behold, the day of the Lord cometh and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. And that time is coming. The day of the Lord ain't, just referring to one event. All right, Jacob's trouble is also known as a day of the Lord. And like I say, that time is coming. You know what I mean? And call Allah Yahweh by Hashem outside, because the Lord getting ready to put an end to all this shit. All this shit getting ready to be just, hey, this shit gonna be like a fucking bad dream we just woke up out of or something. All right? It say, for I will gather, also what I wanted to say was, Jacob's trouble is also known as a day of the Lord. All right? And that time is coming. So with that being said, that means that you should be getting your shit in order. All right? When you read in Isaiah the 32nd chapter, the Lord said, arise ye women that are at ease. You motherfuckers are comfortable here. You know what I'm saying? When I get on social media, I'm seeing balloon popping challenges and shit. I'm seeing all type of goofy shit. And these is women that's, entertained by the shit. You know what I mean? And I know you got, Jake, you know what I mean? That probably be peeping the shit or whatever. But women are the main ones that's consuming that shit, man. Right? And it just shows you why the Most High is going to do a big number on Eve ass, man. All right, and one thing Jake got to consider is that most of our nation is made up of women. And if 66.6% of our people is going down this side over here in Babylon, I mean, it's going to be a lot of dead bitches, man. And I got to say it like that because that's what y'all is. You know what I mean? You dress wrong. The Most High had the blueprint, you know what I'm saying, for men and women, you know what I'm saying, on how they should live and shit. And you want to do your own goddamn thing. You want to do what Esau told your ass, what he said you can do. Slack, I had to turn this joint now. I'm going to let this car pass by. So back in Zechariah 14:2, it says, for I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled. The city shall be taken, man. All right, they was just talking about probably about a month ago on how they gonna bring the UN over here to prepare for civil unrest during the elections and shit. So when they declare for martial law, that basically means it's warlike law, and that the government is no longer in control. That means that the UN is gonna be taking over these different 15-minute cities. Come on, man, this shit getting ready to go down. It say, and the house is riflemen, and your shit gonna get broken in. Like my rib, she just had a dream not too long ago about, them blue hats being over here breaking in the crib, breaking in the houses and shit, shooting, you using them glittering swords and spears, man. All right, and the women ravished, meaning you gonna get taken. All right, ain't gonna be no talking, ain't gonna be no trying to. It's not gonna be none of that shit. Ain't gonna be no trying to mac. If they want you, they're gonna grab you by your hair and do what the fuck they want. That's what's getting ready to come. And this is why the Most High, he got his men out there telling Eve, like, hey, y'all better cling to a man of the Lord. Or if you can't get you a man of the Lord, then hey, stay true to your how by Shema Shai and the right doctrine, and the Most High gonna send you one. It say, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this video, and I'm gonna close it out.
FBI believes that multiple serial killer truckers are currently on the loose, hunting for victims along American highways. Take a look at this map from the Highway Serial Killings Initiative database. The red dots show where remains have been found along highways over the past 30 years. Well, right now, the FBI believes at least 850 murders are linked to long-haul truckers.
We started noticing within our database a number of bodies along the side of the road. Victims kept coming up as prostitutes, specifically drug stop prostitutes.
And that shit all fucking motherfucker. The scriptures say in the book of Deuteronomy, there shall be no whores in the daughter of Zion or harlots. And you got Eve, and it just show you on how fucking low we is as a people. Cause our women, the women of our nation are thoughts, bro. Or what Jay called bops. They through as fuck. You know, they glorify being whores and shit. You know, like the whole sexy red type of spirit. You know what I mean? Hey, Eve like to show their ass like that, man. Alright? And so when your ass come up dead and missing, that's judgment from on Most High. Because you not conducting yourself like how your ass supposed to. You supposed to be covered the fuck up. There's a reason why the Most High said to dress modest. You supposed to cover up. If a men ain't gonna want to touch you if they ain't seeing that you got booty and titties and you know what I mean, your booty jiggling in a sundress. If they don't see that, then they're not gonna touch you. That's simple. But since you wanna you wanna show all your cleavage and shit, well, hey, that's what come with that. All right.
After another, our main suspects or confirmed offenders were identified as truck drivers. They're extremely difficult to track down, and the mobility of their occupation allows them access to so many different areas of victim selection and then victim release locations.
When Frank Figliuzzi, a former FBI Assistant Director for Counterintelligence, heard the disturbing data, he realized that he needed to zero in. So he spent a year riding more than 2,000 miles in a semi to research the subculture and find answers. Well, that research culminated in his new book, Long Haul, Hunting the Highway Serial Killers. And he writes, quote, part cowboy, part fighter pilot, part hermit. Long haul truckers glide along the edge of a certain seam in the fabric of our society, the seam that separates their reality from ours. Killer truckers exploit that seam. Well, the book explores some notorious cases like that of Robert Ben Rhodes, the man known as the truck stop killer. He was...
And I think I'm gonna go ahead and pretty much, nip it in the bud and, wrap it up right there. I believe that the point of the video is pretty much proven. All right, so, for you women, repent, turn back. Hey, Jake in general, get your shit together and turn back to the Most High while you can. All right, so, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and, close it out, man. I don't want to decide unless it was edifying and that the point was proven. All right, but as always, call out Yahweh by Shema Shai, by Shema Kakadash, Shalom, and the Bible Ball.